Good morning everyone, welcome to Granada, Nicaragua. This city is beautiful. It's, for me, easily the most beautiful city in Nicaragua, possibly the most beautiful in Central America. But before I show you around, let me show you my accommodation. So I'm out here on my little Romeo and Juliet, wherefore art thou balcony. My little cacti there. Inside we have, of course, the rocking chair. This is Nicaragua after all. I have a couple of little cacti out here on the window. The mirror there, hello. Bathroom here. I've just had a shower, so excuse the mess. The king size bed, the smaller bed. You can fit 3 people in here easily, and it costs around about £15 a night, this place. I booked it on Airbnb. I'll put a link in the comments if you're interested in booking it yourselves. So this is the courtyard of the house. The terracotta roofs and the wind chimes and the colourful buildings, all very typical of Granada. Staircase, watch your step. Personal alarm clocks, 1 here, 2 over here. ¿Qué está cocinando?
Sí.
Sopa.
Sopa.
Sopa, oh, qué rico. ¿Sopa de qué? ¿Res?
Res.
Res. Ah.
¿Te le gusta?
Sí, sí, a mí me gusta, sí. Sí, sí.
Entonces mañana.
Ah, sí.
Mañana, sí.
Ah, qué lindo.
Que lo hervimos primero para que suavice.
Ah, sí, un día.
Un día.
Ah, qué rico. Ok,
mañana
sí.
voy a hacer.
Ah,
voy a invitar.
Ah, muchas gracias. Hola, buenos días.
Buenos días, pase, pase.
Gracias. Ya quitando las decoraciones. Ya se acabó para este año. Sí. It's like going back in time here, guys, with these horses and the old colonial streets. So there's tons of places to go for breakfast here, guys. You can go for waffles, there's French and Italian cafes. But we're going to go somewhere a little bit different. Café de las Sonrisas, or Coffee with Smiles, was opened in 2012 by Antonio Prieto Buñuel. Café is unique in Granada as being the only one that employs solely deaf people. The café is an institution in Granada, adorned with hand signals and sign language on the walls, and well wishes from customers from all around the world. I went for the healthy option, just a big plate of fruit. A nice healthy start to the day there, guys. New year, new me and all that. That would have been a nice building once upon a time. I think it still could be in the future. Anyone with a bit of money, turn that into a nice hotel or a casino. All right, let's go and have a look at some more conventional tourist attractions. Mostly in Granada they involve cathedrals. I always get a little bit nervous when I see these fallen down cable lines. Look like they're going to electrocute you. These old buildings clearly require a lot of maintenance. And the church we have on the right hand side, typical sort of colonial style, sort of Moorish Andalusian. Hello, how are you?
Granada Nicaragua.
No, I'm good, thank you.
Big bridge.
What is it?
Maracuyá.
Ah, yeah, okay, maracuya. Aquí se dice calala, sí. 10 Córdoba. Okay, bargain. Okay, cool. I can't argue for 10 Córdoba. So the guy gave me a straw and I put one behind my ear, then he gave me another straw and I forgot about the one behind my ear, so I don't know how long I was walking around with one straw behind my ear, but there we go. That's not a bad deal. Right, so as I was saying, the cathedrals are generally in the Moorish, sort of Andalusian, southern Spain style. Over there you can see the chicken bus, and beyond that, it's good that we've got a clear day today because you can see the volcano Mombacho there in the distance. And over here is the Shalteva Park. This is the Shalteva Church, and this is the Shalteva Park. Looks kind of like an ancient Mayan site. Very cool. The Shalteva Church was named after the local indigenous neighbourhood of Shalteva. It was built in colonial times and had its last reconstruction after an earthquake, finalised in 1921. As you can see, the church is just as beautiful on the inside as it is on the outside. Just along the street is the Iglesia de la Merced, the Church of the Mercy. So the next church we're visiting is Iglesia La Merced, the Church of the Mercy. Next to this bougie little colonial building here, and what's interesting about this one is we can go up to the bell tower and apparently get a great view of Granada. So that costs 35 Cordobas. Let's go check it out. Here we are. Welcome to the Tower La Merced Church, the best view in the city of Granada. Second spiral staircase of the day. It's gonna make me dizzy. I wonder how many people bump their head on this ledge before they put the cushion there. The exact year this church was constructed can't be confirmed, but it was in the first half of the 16th century. The views were indeed great, but if you go, just don't expect to have the place to yourself. So I just came back to the room for 5 minutes and it looks like I'm stuck here now.
Es que se suben ellas. Venite,
Chanita, la patita.
Dale la patita. No, no quiere. Ahí va. All of that walking up and down stairs has made me hungry. I know just the place to go for lunch. Here's where to come to get your rocking chairs. Right, here in the market. Over here, I believe, yeah, this is it, Tostometro. Hola, buenas.
Bienvenido.
Gracias.
Este es el menú.
Ok.
Con burger de plátanos.
Sí, perfecto.
Tengo vegano o filete de cerdo, pollo, res.
Pollo, creo.
Pollo, puedes
Sí.
grabar lo que quieras.
Ok, muchas gracias. Alright, we've got little carrot slices here with avocado sauce, and this one with pumpkin sauce. The avocado one, actually. Very good. Pumpkin. There's not many things I like more than avocado, but I think that pumpkin sauce wins out on this one. look at this thing, guys. I don't even know where to start with this. I'm not usually one to eat burger with knife and fork, but I haven't really got a choice. Not only do I get a free starter, I get a free dessert as well. So a bit of pumpkin there with ginger and honey. Ooh, delicious. And the best thing about it is it's all fresh, natural stuff as well. Fresh vegetables and, blimey, traffic. A fresh chicken fillet. Esos son chicharrones.
Sí.
Sí. No idea what these are. Rice and beans, the staples of Central American cuisine. Alright, this is the main square, La Plaza Central. Oh, it's very windy today, guys. Loads of horse-drawn carriages, guys, so you can go for a nice little horse ride. Now, me personally, I'm not a fan of it. I think we humans, we have our own legs. Why do we need horses to drag us about? I don't know how well they're treated. By the looks of them, they don't look that happy to be out here in the hot weather. So yeah, I'm not really a big fan of horse-drawn carriages. This is the main cathedral here in Granada. What a beauty. The 16th century Catedral de Granada, Granada Cathedral, was unfortunately closed, so we couldn't go in. So as the sign would indicate, guys, Granada is 500 or just over 500 years old. It's one of the first cities in the Americas to be settled by Europeans. So this is the Calle Calzada, and all along this street you'll find these mosaics. Really colourful, really beautiful street. Some lovely hotels along this street. This is Hotel Dario. Let's have a little peek inside. What I especially like about Granada, guys, is that it's very quiet. There are tourists around, but it's not swamped. Now this is the hottest part of the day. It is lunchtime, so most people are indoors right now, but as you can see, there's hardly anyone around. La Iglesia de Nuestra Señora Guadalupe, or the Guadalupe Church, was built in 1626. In 1856, this church was used as a fortress by William Walker, who we'll be talking about shortly. Unfortunately, as you can see, it was closed, so we couldn't go inside. Another beautiful church. I haven't even shown half the beautiful churches of Granada on this video. And here we are with the swings for the Instagram lovers. And we've got the face there of Rubén Dario, one of the most popular poets in the Spanish-speaking world. Right, let's see if we can set up an Instagram picture. Here we go. Right, tripod out. There we go, right. Put that on the floor. Hopefully nobody watching. Right, behind the scenes for you guys. There you go. Whoa, there's some breeze down here, guys. That's a great thing for me because it means it cools me down, but it's not great for filming because it makes tons of noise. Anyway, right behind me, this is not the sea, believe it or not. This is Lake Cocibolca, or Lake Nicaragua. It's the 19th largest freshwater lake in the world, and it's unique in that it has sharks, freshwater sharks in the lake. And it's because of this lake that Granada was strategically very important for the Spanish. On the other side of the lake, there's a river that winds all the way up to the Atlantic Ocean. This river was also used by British and Dutch pirates that came down to Granada to sack the city, but they never conquered it. The most the city's ever been damaged was in 1857 when William Walker from the United States, who was known as a filibuster. Now, a filibuster is somebody who organises and carries out unauthorised military expeditions. William Walker was doing this in the name of the USA, but he had no authorisation. In the end, he was defeated. He left Granada, but before he left, he burnt the place down, sacked it, and left a note with the words, "Here was Granada." Well folks, my plan for the afternoon was to rent out some kayaks to go to the islets, but due to the rampant wind and waves, there are no kayaks running. And I think it would have been a bad idea even if they were. So we're going to have to find something else to do. Should we go for a pint? Let's go for a pint. As you can see, this wall is doing a great job of keeping out the lake and keeping the football pitch dry. So, Centro Turístico Granada, the touristic centre Granada. Really, it's just a bunch of bars and restaurants set up by the lake, but further down, right at the bottom, is where you rent out the kayaks and whatnot. Here's the prices, guys. So 50 for the 350ml, 70 for a litre of frost, and then 90 for these two. This one looks nasty. It looks like white lightning or something. Tonya is okay. Victoria, let's go for the Victoria. And yeah, a litre, because yeah, it makes sense. What could be better, guys? A nice litre of beer, lovely breeze, shade, washing on the line. Life is good. So it's very good value for money, but the problem is when it's 32 degrees outside, when you buy a litre for one person, by the time you get to the end of it, well, by the time you get halfway through it, it gets pretty warm. ¿Hay cerveza artesanal?
No, solo nacional.
¿Nacional?
Ok.
Todo aquí. Ah, aquí, sí. Bueno.
¿Te gusta?
¿Qué hay?
Clásica, Toña y Coyapón.
Gracias. Mucho viento hoy, ¿no? Eso no es normal con la María, eso, ¿no? No, ¿verdad? Well, apparently, guys, even though they've got craft beer advertised outside, that's only available on the weekends. Alright guys, so I think this is like an expats bar now. This isn't usually the kind of place I would go to, but we'll check it out, So it's one of those kind of bars, guys, where the men here are like 60, 70 years old, and I've got girls who are like 20, 30 years old. Not my cup of tea, man. I'm gonna have this beer and just go. We'll see what's going on after dark. Well, it's a bit lively in church. Let's go check it out. feel bad going in there after I've had a beer. I don't know why, I feel like I've committed a sin. You're not going to believe this, guys, right? So I just came home, left my door open for 5 minutes, and then look who snuck in, an intruder. Shoo. Fuera. Fuera. Adios. Alright guys, the temperature has cooled down to a fresh 25 degrees now. Let's go and get some dinner. I don't have anything planned. I didn't research anything. We're just going to go wherever we end up. You can't really see it, but that's shrimp pasta, and it cost about $7.50.
Muy malo.
Pero muy malo. Pero ¿cómo los van a hacer? ¿Con cocer o qué?
Coser.
Cocer, ok. ¿Cómo te llamas, amigo? Pedro. Pedro here offered to fix my Converse for $2. I paid him $5. He did a good job. Well, I wasn't planning on getting my trainers fixed, but they are done now. So Zapatito, as he asked me to call him, was just telling me his story about how he's got 3 kids and he lives with his mum and his wife died and he has to pay the rent, etc, etc. I don't know how much of it is true, but obviously he was happy to work for his money, and he asked for very little money as well, which kind of makes me feel a little bit guilty about going out and drinking and eating like 3 meals in 3 restaurants in one day. So I'm going to call it a night here, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video anyway. There'll be more videos coming from Granada. I'll be going out onto the lake. I'll be going out into the jungle. So stay tuned for those. I'll see you next time.